Hi everyone, meet the Big Bird. I called it that because I have a 72-inch wingspan on this Dollar Tree foam board powered glider that I designed and built. In this video I plan to give an overview of some of the design elements used in the build, and we'll follow this up with a longer build video. And now I present to you the Big Bird in all its splendor. Here are the main parts of the fuselage and nose section that are ready for assembly. I plan on creating a build plan for this, so I should have some PDFs available in template format for anyone that would like to try to build this. Also, it doesn't hurt to make friends with your local archery dealer. As you can see here, I'm actually using an old arrow shaft for the spar on the main wing. This wing is very thin and flat, about ½ inch at its thickest point and 7 inches from leading edge to trailing edge. To the left of the screen you can see a rectangular slot cut out and a piece of popsicle stick. These are both used to help join to the fuselage and get a more firm connection with the fuselage. For a slightly less blocky look, I've decided to bevel the front edge of the vertical stabilizer. I'm a big fan of Ed at Experimental Airlines, and after watching many of his videos, I really took to his idea of using gift cards to add some additional support, and I'm using it here for the main body. The gift card worked really well as a lightweight solution that provided a snug connection between the through body wing connection and fuselage. Here you can see how I've tried to make a slightly more rounded nose and some of the templates that were involved in getting the folds just right. Considering it's just folded foam board, I think the nose section came out pretty nicely. The fuselage tapers to the tail section where the two halves of the vertical stabilizer are glued together. To make things easier on myself, I also installed some hinges between the two halves of the vertical stabilizer before I glued them together. I've left off adding the top of the fuselage so I have an easier time installing the elevator and rudder servos. Now that I've glued on the nose section, all that remains is to finish installing the top of the fuselage, and I'm about ready to take it out on its maiden flight. One of the things I was hoping to achieve with this build was something that would have some decent hang time. In other words, something that would stay airborne after I cut power for a little while. In this particular build, I was able to take the plane up to about 300 feet and cut power and stay aloft for about 2 minutes before having to land. So that worked out pretty well. I did have to add some flaperons with a little bit of elevator to accomplish that. On a side note, don't forget to always check your controls before takeoff. On one of my flights here, I had the unfortunate discovery that my servo had been reversed. So when I replaced batteries, instead of having a hard up with the elevator, I ended up with a hard down. So I threw it straight into the ground. Not really what I was going for. Thanks for watching, and if you do end up building it, I'd love to see videos and clips of your build. Well, bye for now.